What's up? It's your boy, Tunnel Vision. I'm about to head up into this gym, but I'm gonna do a quick video before I do so. Man, Bud Crawford, dude, I don't know what to say about this guy. Yeah, trying to tell Earl Spence that he needs to take those panties off or whatever and face him. You know that he knows Sean Porter beat him, and that he's afraid to fight him. It's kind of weird to me personally, just due to the fact that if you believe that Sean Porter beat him, then why don't you fight Sean Porter? Sean Porter would have been an excellent fight for you. You know, if it's promoted right, it should be a 300,000 plus pay-per-view type of fight. He lost zero stock when it came to the Earl Spence fight. Yet, you won't fight him. You know, your team won't pay for the fight. Bomac made it very clearly. Quick! Boop! As soon as he heard the news, like, oh, hell no, nah, he ain't got no belt. We only won champions. So it's kind of hard to come from that, from you turning down the fight versus the person that you, quote, think won that fight, to then telling another man to take his panties off to fight you. And then you're talking about contracts. What contract? You got a fight coming up with Mean Machine. Everybody knows that. And then he has a fight coming up with Danny Garcia. Everybody knows that, at the Barclays. He has his date. Everything's all set. So what contract are you talking about? You know, not to mention, I mean, he would be the one setting the contract. He's the A-side. He's the one who just did 350,000 plus with Mikey Garcia. He's the one who just did 350,000 plus with Danny Garcia. I mean, not with Danny, with Sean Porter. And he's the one who's about to do 350,000 plus with Danny Garcia. So, what contract are you talking about? You know, what are you saying? Like, what you should be saying is, hey, yo, send me that contract. You know, is Terrence Crawford willing to take that 60-40 that Earl Spence is talking about right now? Because when we hear from you, it's, you know, you're the A side and it's 50-50. When we hear from Bob Arum, he's talking about how it's a 50-50 fight. That's what we hear. So, are you willing to meet whatever terms that he might have? Are you going to be willing to go to Fox if that's what it takes to do the fight? Are you going to be willing to concede to what he's going to want in order for the fight to be made? Those are questions we want to know. You know, and in the meantime, if let's say the fight can't happen till the end of the year, because I personally believe after this fight, they're probably going to be able to get that, I think, that Manny Pacquiao fight. Just seeing the way Al Heyman works. He'll throw a little bone for you. With Manny Pacquiao, I believe that's a Mikey Garcia. But we're going to pay you a whole lot more money than this damn fight is worth. Then you fight Earl Spence in a huge clash. That's going to do 1 million pay-per-views, or close to 1 million pay-per-views. And then after that, hey, we'll give you another fight after that and pay you a boatload of money for that. Just like, trust me, when Sean Porter come back, he's getting paid a lot of money for his next fight. Just like Danny got a fat payday. Then he faced Keith Thurman. Then after the Keith Thurman fight, he got a fat payday. You know, you got a nice payday with the Sean before the fight before he fought Sean Porter. He fought Sean Porter, and well, clearly, you know, he fought another fight after that, and then got a good payday off that. You know, when you talk about concessions, TV rights, everything, he pulled in what Bob Arum and them were offering him, that low $3 million flat fee offer that they offered to him. He made that off that fight, off Granados. And now he gets to fight Earl Spence. He doesn't have to deal with all the effery over there with Top Rank and ESPN. He can stay on a platform that actually promotes his boxing. You know, all the money's in-house because it's on the same side. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, even, you know, having contracts that are not followed, and then you got to go and sue Bob Arum and Top Rank to get your money like Miguel Cotto's doing. You don't got to worry about doing that. None of that. You know, everything's going to be cool. Everything's going to be smooth. What's told to you is going to happen. And you're not fighting for one belt. but you're fighting for 2 belts. You're gonna make $7 to $10 million, and you're fighting somebody that's coming off one of the most talked about bouts in years. Seems like he made the right decision to me by saying no to that Terence Crawford fight with that low offer fight. Oh, he'd be fighting for a belt though. He'd be fighting for a belt. Well, shit, he's fighting for all the money that he'd want, and he's fighting for 2 belts. While Terence Crawford is fighting Mean Machine. Talking about people need to take off their panties. Maybe it's time for you to take off your panties, strap your nuts on and start getting real with your promoter. Getting real with ESPN about the way that they're promoting you. About the way that they're pushing you. About the way that they disrespect you. You just become an undisputed champion of the world, and they're disrespecting you in front of your face, and disrespecting Andre Ward in front of your face, and just sitting there quiet. Telly Atlas just pissing on you. Literally just pissing on you, and you're just standing there quiet. Not a word. When are you going to take your panties off, homie? When are you going to strap your nuts on? And stop being this oldest character. Stop being this house Negro that used to live on the fields, and they brought him inside the house. They put him in a corner, put a blanket over him. They give him the nice, little scraps every day. And he's cool with that. You see all these other guys running to freedom, and you see them when you hear all the stories on the other side, how they're playing and they're living their life and they're enjoying themselves, and they can go outside whenever they want to. They got jobs, they're making good money with the skills that they have. They're living good lives. But you're like, I don't want tracks. I don't want to runs on these fields. Master treat me good. He treat me good. He lets me sleep in the house. He give me nice clean clothes. Give me nice shoes with no holes. When you gonna strap up and stop living that life? It's time to step up, homie. Forget the fallacy contracts. Let's get a real fight against a Sean Porter. Let's strap on those nuts and force Bob Arum to get you a fighter like Ugas. A fighter like Sean Porter. A fight that's meaningful, that people actually will be looking forward to. That can show how you stack up against these other guys. It's time to, and if they can't make that available to you, then it's time for you to take off your panties and make the necessary moves to get out of there, like Ruiz did, like Mikey did, like De La Hoya did, like Manny Pacquiao did, like Cotto did, like Chavez Jr. did, like all these other guys did. Even like Jesse Vargas did. It's time, man. People can't ride with this BS that you're spilling out anymore, man. It's time to make moves, homie. Because them internet words, it ain't cutting it no more. Like, subscribe, share. See you on the next one.